Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we are looking at the 1992 release by Danjab from their James Bond Jr. series of action figures and action vehicles and playsets. And this is all based on the 1992 James Bond Jr. animated television series. Which ran just for that one season, and I think there was about 65 episodes made. They were about 22 minutes long each episode, and they consisted of James Bond Jr., who was a prep school student, and he made friends with IQ, who was the grandson of Q, and Gordo later, the son of Felix later. And there was Tracy Milbanks, and then they were fighting against the evil saboteurs known as Scum, which was a Spectre-like organisation, and Scum stand for Saboteurs and Criminals United in Mayhem. And of course, as James Bond Jr., he has a catchphrase just like James Bond does, and it was, "My name's Bond, James Bond Jr." Okay, so this is the box that it comes in. As you can see in the front of the box, it says ages 4 and up, James Bond Jr. Spring-fired exhaust pipe missiles. And there you can see an image of James Bond Jr. with one of the Scum members in the back of the car, and he's driving his sports car. It says spring action ejector seat and pop-up battering ram. Some assembly required. No tools necessary. Do not point weapon at eyes or face. And you can see where the guns and the battering ram, which is like a saw, pops out the front. It says sports car, sports car, sports car, sports car, sports car, sports car. And it says includes... let's bring that forward a little bit. Includes chassis, 2 missiles, windshield, 4 metallized hubcaps, spoiler, steering wheel, red decoder strip, label sheet, and instructions. Figures sold separately, not included. Okay, so that is the front of the box. Let's turn the box around and see what we got printed on the back. Okay, so I'll turn the box around, and we have got quite a nice image on the back here of the car itself. And again, it says ages 4 and up, James Bond Jr., sports car, multi-feature, super cool spy vehicle. You've got the James Bond proof of purchase barcode on the top right-hand corner. And there you've got the actual image of the car, which is the actual image of the toy car. And you can see it's got pop-out front guns, saw, blade, battering ram, sleek aerodynamic styling, spring-action ejector seat, rear spoiler converts to flip-up bulletproof shield, dual exhaust pipes convert to spring-fired missiles, and pop-out hubcaps, shredder blades. And then just down here you've got all the copyright information and warning information. It says some assembly required, no tools necessary. Approximate size of sports car is 11 3/16 inches long by 6 1/8 inch wide by 3 1/8 inch high. And it's item number 7796. Okay, so that's the back of the box. So what I think we're going to do now is I'm going to open the box and let's take the car out and see what we got, see what it looks like outside of the box. Okay, so I've removed the contents of the box, and as you can see, I can't actually put it all together because all these items are still sealed. As you can see, you've got the 4 caps here, and they all pop on to the wheels, and you've got 4 wheels, obviously, and the hubcaps pop onto those. But I can't put them on because it's all sealed up, so let's just move that out of the way. You've also then got the windshield there, which just, again, it just presses into the, you've got some, there's clips on the end of the screen, and it just pops into the clipped area on the car there. That's the windshield. And then you've got this pack here, which has got the steering wheel. Again, it goes onto the, obviously, the section just in front of the driver's seat there. I'm not quite sure what that... Oh, that's a spoiler at the back that converts into the bullet shield. You've got 2 missiles there also, and you've got that different colour films there, which I think go over the screen. And obviously you've got the instruction sheets and how to fit it. There's stickers in there as well. It tells you all about the hubcap installation and all the information on the sports car. So there's a lot of information there. As I say, unfortunately, I can't put it all together because that's all sealed. I mean, there is a button here. Does it do anything? No, I don't know what that button does, because I can't, obviously I haven't got the instructions. And there's another button there which presses down, so I'm assuming that's, oh well, maybe that's all to do with the ejector. So yeah, so that is all to do with the injector seat. So I think, so, well, somewhere along the line the injector seat is released there. As I say, I can't open the instructions to look at it because it's all closed. But yeah, and maybe that's the button to fire the missiles, and we haven't got the missiles loaded in yet. And also somehow or other the front of the guns and the battering ram pops out, but I can't quite see how that goes either. Is that any buttons there? No. Oh well, we'll just have to wait until someone buys it and opens it up and reads the instructions to know how all this comes out, or everything pops out. I can't, unless anyone knows, please message me if you do. I don't quite know what these buttons are for. And there's that lever there, which is obviously for something. I do think it's to do with the injector seat, but how it works, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it needs other parts from the pack to be added to for it to work. And again, or maybe it's to do with the pop out of the front. Again, I don't know how they come out. Maybe I should have looked online first before I actually started to do the video. But anyway, so but this is the car anyway. So we know the functionalities. We know it's got a ejector seat. We know the front guns pop out, and we know we've got the exhaust pipes double as the firing mechanism for the rear projectiles, and it's free rolling wheels. Okay, so size wise, as it said on the box, but let's just give it a full measure. So we're looking at 28 centimeters long, and we are looking at 15 centimeters wide, that is. And height wise, we are again looking at about 7 centimeters from the bottom of the wheel to the top of the car. In fact, it would be a little bit higher because you've got the windscrew to go on. So it'd probably be another 2 centimeters on top of that. Okay, so that is the car. What I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open the instructions and pull them out, because I do want to know how this actually works. Okay, so I've opened the bag up, and you can see you've got these mission cards, top secret travel reports on Maximilian Cortex activities. So yeah, the other 2 are in foreign language. So you've got one which is in English there. So that's your card. There's all your stickers there to go on to the car. And this is what I wanted to read. James Bond Jr. And this is the instructions. Sports car instructions. Okay, so number 1, hubcap installation. So you put the hubcaps on, as we said. Number 2 is the steering wheel installation, and that just pops on the steering wheel. Number 3 is the dashboard. Oh, it's a dashboard, not a windshield. It's a dashboard that goes on there. Okay. Number 4 is rear spoiler installation. Number 5 is exhaust pipe, and there's the the torpedoes that you push in. Number 6, the battering ram. Okay, so there's a button in the dash that releases the battering ram. Okay, and the ejector bar is number 7, and it says press down here to lock the projector bar into position, and the figure goes on, and that lever on the outside is what releases it, and then that's red decoder strip is your mission card. Okay, so I just want to have another look at the car. So actually, you got to decode your mission there. Apparently, secret mission details here. So I don't know. Somehow or other, you have to decode them. I haven't really read how you do that. But so there's a button. Oh yes, so there is a button just inside the car. That button at the front there. So if I press that, yeah, out pops the guns and the battering ram. So that was quite simple. I should have looked originally before I opened the pack, but it's just literally you press a button and out they come. So that's quite straightforward. Somewhere down here, that pushes down and locks down. I'm not quite sure how that does work. But anyway, it will be in the instructions on how it works. And the lever there does release it somehow. You've obviously got to put some more components in there to make it work. As I say, I don't quite know how it obviously sits down there somehow. Must lock into position somehow. So I don't quite know how. I can't quite see how it does. That's a shame. I wish I could do that, but never mind. But otherwise, that is the vehicle. So, how well did this particular vehicle do, or this particular series of toys do? Well, to be perfectly honest with you, they didn't do very well at all. And that's because the series was so short-lived. They made 65 short cartoon episodes, which were just about 20 minutes or just over 20 minutes long. And they run from September to December of 1992 or 1990. Was it 1992? Yes, it was. They were on air. No, sorry, 1991. From September 16th to December 13th, 1991. And the ratings were quite poor. Didn't do very well at all. I'm talking about UK. I don't quite know in the States, but obviously I don't think they've done much better because, again, there was only the one season done. It's a shame, really, because there were some great concepts in the animated series, and they had no budget restrictions because it was all animation. And they had some amazing gadgets, and you had characters from the movies making appearances. So Jaws from The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker quite often appeared. Knick Knack, the midget from The Man with the Golden Gun, he also appeared. Goldfinger as well, and Odd Job. So there was a few characters from the actual movies that did make appearances in the TV show. But overall, really, the sales on the merchandise was pretty poor. They didn't actually release the merchandise until after the series was taken off air, which seems a little bit weird to me. So the merchandise came out in 1992, and the series finished in 1991. So, yeah, the merchandise went on air, but there was no TV series for you to watch it with, unless there was reruns, of course. But no, so the merchandise didn't do very well at all, I'm sorry to say. But of course now, we're talking over 30 years on, it's now become, as usual with all these items, as collectible pieces. And they're quite highly sought after collectors. And this particular item is no exception. And, well, finding these items now, because the sales were so low when they were originally released, finding them now in the mint sealed condition, well, it was until I opened it, is almost impossible, or getting very, very difficult indeed to find them like that. But, however, we at Midas Touch have done the impossible again, and we've managed to find a few. and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below, which will take you straight to the website, and you'll be able to find this and many other vintage James Bond items and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that, there's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes onto the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive you don't want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you know the next item we upload could be the item you'd be looking for. And believe me when I say we have got loads and loads of very old, vintage, collectible, hard to find items that we will be shooting videos for and loading as soon as we possibly can. So keep watching, because those items will appear before long. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again soon.